Hello and welcome to Stretford Paddock. My name's Casey and this is your Paper Talk. As you can see, we've probably got a bit of change of scenery this morning and we're live. So make sure, get your comments in and we might read them throughout, but it's going to be the same as always. It's going to get your daily dose of news and let's just get right into it. So we'll start with what everyone's probably here for, which is the Jadon Sancho news. Now, Duncan Castles has a podcast. He has his transfer podcast. And he said yesterday that Jadon Sancho has apparently been waiting to collect bonuses from Dortmund, which are based on him completing a number of caps for England. This is, I think it was around 10 England caps, and it obviously gets a bit of money, but he's been waiting to collect that. And this could possibly mean that is why he's been waiting to give the go on any move. The transfer podcast also went on to say that United are very comfortable in their position in Jadon Sancho and believe they have agreement in place with the player and Borussia Dortmund. Now, obviously, the Laurie Whitwell has then come out and kind of contradicted this a bit. They're apparently saying that United are still working for a deal on Jadon Sancho. The impasse at the moment is with wages and the agent fees primarily. See, it seems to be there's a lot of conflicting news about Sancho, and United were saying that too many things were getting leaked about the deal. But the thing is that everyone seems to know different things. So I think United might have actually got their wish in the fact that no one knows what's going on with Jadon Sancho. So the fact that I want to know in the comments is, do you think he's going to sign? And if he doesn't sign, who do you want to see instead? I've seen some rumours of Bale being loaned to us. I've seen some rumours of us wanting Bale. We've obviously heard other options that we might hear about Federico Chiesa. That was a bit earlier in the window. So yeah, let me know in the comments who you want to sign in replacement. Do you want a stopgap or do you want just someone who's going to be there for the next few years? Now, Romano has come out and said that Dortmund want 120 million euros or nothing. He replied to one of the comments in a tweet by United Report, and he said that he's going to do a further update after on the Sancho situation. So you can hear all about that in that we're having a live news show tonight at 9 p.m. where Jay and Joe will be talking through all of that news for you. So you can they'll talk about that. They'll probably give you a bit more updates on what's happened during the day. So make sure you tune in for that. While you just, there's nothing on TV tonight. Just tune in, have a watch. They'll be having a good laugh about it. Just going to comment on an article that's come out about Sancho from Mike McGrath. They said there's been no tantrums or downing or tools by Sancho, but Sancho's not really shown his price tag in the 2 England games that he's played. My personal opinion is, how could anyone show that they were good in those 2 England games that were played? Those 2 England games that were played were shocking. We played 3 DMs against Denmark. We played Dyer, Rice, and Calvin Phillips. Where is the creativity? Where is that player who can find the ball? You didn't have your Grealish on. You didn't have your Maddison's not even there. How are we meant to even play proper football if we're playing defensively against Denmark? And the formation we played in the previous game was ridiculous. Was it 4-1-4-1? Trippier playing left back. I mean, we have Tyrone Mings there, who's a left-sided centre-back, and he's not even getting played at centre-back, nor is he used to play at left-back, he's not getting played there. So I don't think that you can judge anyone's performances off those games for England, because they were just shocking tactically, and England played shocking all round. Moving on to the next piece of news, and we have some more on Alex Telles and United's search for a left-back. Now, from the same podcast at Duncan Castles, he said that United have been offered Alex Telles. Porto wants around 25 million euros, and he's also been offered to PSG. Again, this is looking like the Reguilon deal, which we'll go into a bit after this, but it looks like a tap-in. It looks like it's a player for a reasonable price with European experience who has performed well last season. He got 11 goals and 9 assists in the Portuguese league from left back. He's very similar to Alexander-Arnold in that regard. He gets goals, he gets assists, he's very good in the attack, and he's not bad in the defence. And we spoke about him yesterday, and what I want to clarify is I said something about how if we got Alex Telles, it would allow Wan-Bissaka to show off at the right back. What that means is that if we got Alex Telles an attacking right winger, it allows us to spread the play in a way we can't do at the moment. Because how we play usually is that Rashford gets the ball, Shaw is meant to overlap, and then Rashford tucks in, so we have 2 strikers. and then whoever's on the right wing comes up and does that sort of thing. If we had Sancho, we have creativity down the right. And then if we have Telles, that allows that overlap to be an elite attacking left-back who can do that overlap and who can do it better than Shaw. And I'm not saying Shaw's a bad player. I'm just saying if you can get better for 25 million euros, why are you not going for it? Like, it's ridiculous. That's a ridiculous price for someone who's in the prime of his career at 27 and has got stats to back it up from the previous seasons. I mean, I don't see how United need that sort of signing, and I definitely think we need to spur the play, and this is help us break down those low blocks that we've been having trouble with against the lower teams. The problem with the lower teams is we have one direct. We've been going down the middle with Martial, and we've been trying to focus it through Fernandes, and that's put us in problems against low blocks, and it probably will next season if we don't find a way to spread the play. So I definitely think that left-back signing, the attacking left-back, is necessary, which moves us on to the other attacking left-back that we are linked with, which is Sergio Reguilon. Some contacts say, this is from David Ornstein, he's speaking on the Tifo podcast, and he said that some contacts say there's an offer from United for Reguilon, but Old Trafford sources deny this, and they say that they think they're being used to draw a bid from Tottenham, and a final decision will be made in the coming days. That's a bit of a mixed bag. I think that's Ornstein saying they could be in for him, but also then Old Trafford is saying they're not, which could be trying to say, oh, we're trying to negotiate and everything like that. It wouldn't surprise me. United being used to drum up transfer interest in a player is not anything new, and Tottenham are going to be looking for a left back. We've seen that they've got Ben Davies and Danny Rose. Their left back side is not their strongest area, and for 30 million, again, we've been saying it all week when we've been linked, it's a tap-in. He's won the Europa League. He's apparently the best left back in Europe. He's got 2 goals, 4 assists in the league, 1 goal, 1 assist in Europa League. Like, it's the sort of player you look at and you're like, why haven't we signed him like straight away? Why, when they said 30 million, do they chuck it in? But reports from Spain may clarify why we haven't just gone in for the player. Sergio Reguilon, apparently, according to reports in Spain, this is from from Marca, and then also there's a bit more from AS, has momentarily stalled because United are not wanting to include a buyback clause or right of first refusal. Now, I don't mind a right of first refusal. That's completely different. Right of first refusal means if someone comes in for a bid, say they bid 50 million, 60 million, it means that Real Madrid, if they bid 50 or 60 million, they are put to the front of the queue. Buyback clause I have more of a problem with. It means that if United buy him, Real Madrid pick a price, and that means no matter how good he gets, Real Madrid at any point could activate that buyback clause and take him back. And I've seen them do it in the past. They did it with Alvaro Morata when he was at Juventus. They bought him back for 27 million from Juventus and then sold him on for more. So they could see an opportunity where they say, oh, you can have him, but we want 40 million buyback clause. Buy him and then sell him on for more to someone else. So that's not a clause I want in the contract, and that is similar to what I think United are thinking. Apparently, also in that Marca comment, they're saying that a lot of clubs are willing to pay the 30 million, which includes them, Tottenham, obviously mentioning that, Inter Milan, and Juventus. Inter Milan have obviously just signed Kolarov, so I'm not sure how true that is, but they could be looking for a cheaper or a younger, more progressive option. Yeah, so it looks like we're looking for a left back in general, and I think that in general, a lot of people are saying this. Someone said, Pinchweasel in the comments says, Dwight McNeil is a left back, price depending. Shout out to Statman Dave for the idea. Yeah, but it's more, do you want to get a player that you're going to have to develop into a left back, or do you want to go on the push that we're going on to try and get more European football, try and get further up the table by picking someone who's already great offensively at left back, like Alex Telles. Like Alex Telles is getting numbers that Dwight McNeil probably would never get, even if we converted him into a left back. Was Martial on fire tonight? Martial was apparently on fire. He nearly scored a goal. Apparently got carried out as an own goal, and he got an assist. So yeah, Something about no centre-back this summer. Yeah, that was another thing that was brought up in that Ornstein interview. Ornstein apparently said that we're not in for a centre-back last summer. Apparently we were in Skriniar last summer, but this summer we're not prioritising a centre-back, so we might not see any movement on that, according to him. Now, on to our final story, which is on a confirmed outgoing from Man United. Dylan Levitt has joined Charlton Athletic on loan till the end of the season. He obviously made his international debut for Wales a few days ago. This is probably saying that there's a lot of people in the way of Dylan Levitt. In terms of the actual team, we've got Bruno Fernandes, we've got Pogba, we've got Van der Beek, we've got Matic, and then if you even go into youngsters, there's James Garner. So wasn't really getting the chances. So it's very good that he's got he's going to get the experience that he needs at lower league level, and then probably build him up. And it might help him with his physicality, especially in like Charlton Athletic, where they're going to be fighting for every ball. And we obviously here wish him the best of luck, and he's going to probably do bits there because he's absolutely fantastic on the ball. So, in terms of the last comment, people saying about Upamecano referred to my earliest comment about Ornstein. He said that we're not prioritising the centre-back, so is Upamecano likely? Probably not. But if you stay tuned into Stretford Paddock, we're going to have all the news. As I said before, Jay and Joe are going to be doing a transfer show later on at a new time of 9 o'clock. So when there's nothing on TV, when your soaps are finished, turn it on, watch it. Why not? We'll talk about all the transfer news. But that's all we have time for on this Paper Talk. As I said, we'll be back at Old Trafford tomorrow. I've been Casey. This has been Stretford Paddock. See you next time.